Hey, we're here. Hi, it's Michelle and Alyssa. Okay, we're super excited. We're going to wait one more minute just to see who logs on here. And true confessions, my straight iron broke this morning. So hopefully it's a little blurry so you can't tell that my hair is a little messy. It just broke. It just broke somehow. Gosh, we don't know how it happened, but it just broke. Okay, we're going to share our story in just one more minute here. Okay, I've got 10:01, so let's go ahead and get started. And we'll keep it to under 15 minutes. And at the end, I'm going to give you a password for listening into our call. So my name is Michelle Cunningham, and I'm going to just share my story with you really quickly and how Mary Kay has kind of changed my life and a little bit about the company. But I joined Mary Kay. I was 23 years old. I went to a Mary Kay event after graduating from college. I graduated from Marietta College in Ohio, and I was working as a pharmaceutical sales rep, had my dream job, and went to this Mary Kay event. And all I remember is at this Mary Kay event is there was a lady in the room that was making six figures selling Mary Kay. There was another one that was a millionaire, and there was another one that was driving a free car. And I was like, dude, this is either awesome or this is a scam. And so I went home and I told my mom about it. I'm like, Mom, what do you think? Is this awesome? Ooh, the baby just burped. Sorry. It's me. I was like, do you think it's awesome or do you think it's a scam? And she's like, I think it's a scam. It just sounds too good to be true. And I'm like, yeah, I think you're right. So I listened to her for like a week, and then I was like, no, dude, this company's been around for at that point, it was 41 years. It's been around for ever. I'm like, I don't think it's a scam. I'm going to join. And so I didn't listen to my mom. At 23 years old, I signed up for Mary Kay, because you don't listen to your mom when you're 23 years old. And I joined, and it was interesting. That was 12 years ago. And I'll tell you, 12 years ago, Mary Kay was hard because there was no text message and no Facebook. So you had to go up to strangers and talk to them. And the lady I joined with was like, okay, yeah, just go meet people. And I'm like, where? And she's like, well, just go to parking lots and talk to women. And I'm like, dude, that's creepy. I'm not doing that. So I proceeded to tell no one that I sell Mary Kay because I am shy and reserved and I don't like to bug people. I still am like that. Mary Kay's helped a little bit with the shyness, but so anyway, so that was her advice, and I was like, okay, I'm not doing this. So for 6 years, I tell no one I sell Mary Kay. That's right, from age 23 to 29, I dream about Mary Kay. I love it, and I know because I went to an event. I know that directors in the company make a lot of money. They make between $5,000 and $25,000 every month, and I remember that from that event I went to, one of the first events when I first joined. And I was like, I want to be a director one day. I just knew that because I knew you could make great money. And so it's my husband in the background. We both work from home. I was like, I'm going to be on a call. So you'll see him peeking through. So anyway, so I just knew I wanted to be a director. And so at 29 years old, I lost my job. And I decided, you know what, maybe I'll try this Mary Kay thing one more time. And so I found a lady that lives here in my town. She's earned over $2 million in her Mary Kay career. $2 million. Okay. And she's driven 11 free pink Cadillacs. And when I met her, what I loved about her is that she is 4'11". She's super sweet. She has short, spiky hair. She's really humble, really sweet. And she has social anxiety disorder. So she hates talking in front of people. So I was like, awesome. Because for 6 years, I couldn't tell people I sold Mary Kay because I was too awkward and I didn't know what to say to them. And so she showed me what to do. And that first month, following her system, using Facebook and text message to meet people, I made $1,000. Now, that's not maybe a lot of money for some of you, but for me, $1,000, I was like, dude, if I could double or triple this could be a viable source of income, So I'm like, I love this. I'm going to make this work because I grew up incredibly poor. To take you back to my childhood, my parents divorced when my brother was 8, I was 6, and my other brother was 3. And my mom was left to raise 3 kids without a job in our home. And so she opened up a daycare. And I just remember I wanted to have money. My friends that had money had choices. I just remember, I have a prop. I remember my friend Missy, she used Pantene shampoo. Can you see it? Mine's so white. There's too much light coming in. Well, this Pantene shampoo, we're white. Isn't that weird? There you go. Can you see it now? Must be the way the light's hitting us. Anyway, so Pantene shampoo. And so Missy could afford Pantene shampoo, and I couldn't. We afforded VO5 or whatever was the cheapest, the 50-cent shampoo or 79 cents. And I always thought rich people had Pantene shampoo. So when I tell you I wanted a lot of money for choices, it was choices to just fit in. I wanted Pantene shampoo. The other thing I really wanted was apples because I go to my friends' houses and they had these apples, big, good apples. And we had Little Debbie snacks. We couldn't afford apples because these are expensive. $1.99 a pound is expensive, but Little Debbie snacks, you can get 8 for $1. And so when I say I wanted to be rich, it was for Pantene and apples, okay? So anyway, so that was my dream, that I would be able to afford Pantene and apples. And so anyway, I made $1,000 that first month. Fast forward 6 months later, I made over $5,000 that month. And I was like, dude, we can afford Pantene and apples. I was stoked. So, ooh, the Pantene just fell. Woo, it's okay, it didn't explode. So anyway, so I made $5,000 that month. I earned a free car, and they paid the insurance on the car. And I don't tell that to impress you, but just to impress upon you, like, you can earn a car, and you can do it in a few months. You can completely change your life. It took me 6 months from when I actually started working this business to earn a car. And a few months later, I got another car. And I have never looked back. You know, I just fell in love with Mary Kay. I fell in love with the idea that we were helping women feel beautiful and getting them products that they needed. And they were running out of it and coming back to me and all this crazy cool stuff. And so I really liked that. And I also liked all the friends I was meeting along the way. I was kind of like a girl who just hung out with like dudes in college. And I realized that in Mary Kay, it's all entrepreneurial women who want to change their life, and they're really positive. And that really, like, I love that. You know, I loved that. So I have continued to work my business for the last 6 years, and it has allowed me to be a stay-at-home mom. Right, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Hello. This is Alyssa, and I have a 3-year-old who just left to go to a kids play, a little play area with his nanny. But those are the choices I'm able to make today. Is I'm able to afford a nanny, and I'm able to be with my kids all day, and I work about 10 hours a week in front of people, and the rest of the time I'm just a stay-at-home mom, hanging out with my kids, and I fill Mary Kay orders that come in occasionally throughout the day and talk with girls on my team. But other than that, like, you know, that's basically what I do. And so so it's my passion to share it with other people, because it's been very cool. And so far, my highest commission check in 1 month has been over $17,963. Like, and again, I don't tell you that to impress you, but just to let you know, I bought some Pantene that month. And I used the extra money to build a studio, a training center for the girls on my team. You know, I'm not one of these money for myself just because I grew up with not a lot of money. Like, everything I buy is like from Target or like Salvation Army. I like good deals. You know, like if a dress is more than like $25, that's annoying to me. So I like really good deals. $16. Thank you. I know. Are you impressed? Thank you. So I like really good deals. You know, even like, you know how people buy those shoes with the red bottoms on them? They're like Louboutin. They're fancy. Yeah, my idea is that you should just go to like Target and buy like black shoes and then get a can of red spray paint and spray paint the bottoms. See, because then that would save you a lot of money. And so if you ever see me with those red bottom shoes, you'll know how I did it. But I like the idea that, you know, we should make as much money as we possibly can while we're on this earth so that we can help others and give back to others. And so I love that when my little brother calls me and he needs a couple grand, I can help him. Or when a family member needs something, or we have savings that if something were to happen to our family, we have money available. And you just don't know. Life is perfect right now, and it might not be perfect for you, but it changes, right? So it might be perfect now, but it's not perfect tomorrow. And so having extra money gives you choices in those non-perfect times to really do things with your life and, you know, and help a lot of people around you. So that's what's been cool about the money for me. So, and I just want to give you a little bit of info about the company. If any of you are chewing about starting, I had asked Leah, I wasn't sure. I think this was just a marketing call for guests. So if you're thinking about joining Mary Kay and you're like, how do I get started? It's a $100 investment to start your own Mary Kay business. For $100, you get over $446 worth of Mary Kay products. Literally like $446. It's our full miracle set, eye makeup remover, mascara, our foundation. It's like everything. And then you also get a coach-inspired bag to keep it all in. And you get a ton of training materials. So there's like another $100 of training materials. And basically we show you how to run a business successfully. And you don't have to go up to strangers in parking lots. Unless, of course, you enjoy that. But I don't. That makes me want to vomit. So we teach you how to build a business. Just like using people that you know. You start with like your friends and family. And then from there you get referrals from them. And next week you're out of your friends and family. You're working with friends of friends of friends. And so we build that really successfully for you. So we show you how to do that. And I think the other cool thing I'd like to share about Mary Kay is that you can earn your money by selling the products. You make 50% of everything that you sell. So, and you also save 50% when you join. So you save 50% off your products every time you order. So it's huge cost savings. So there's like my mom on my Mary Kay team. She's like, I just want to get the discount and sell to like a few people. That's called their friends and family plan. So that's what my mom does. So my mom's like, what's the, you know, what do I have to do that? I'm like, okay, Mom, well, at a minimum, you got to order at least $450 a year. Then you'll get it for $225. But you know, when you start selling to people and stuff, you'll probably be ordering more than that. And so that's what she found. She kind of came in just to get the discount and like to sell to like 2 people, but she found that people at work, now they want to order from her, and it's kind of changing. So she's building like a small little business. This is my same mom who told you. I told you that, told me Mary Kay was a scam, which is kind of funny. But we do, we make 50% of what we sell. And, you know, when I got involved in direct sales, I think there was one thing I really didn't realize, and that was that our products are consumable. There's a lot of direct sales companies you can join. They sell bags, they sell jewelry, they sell pots and pans, they sell spatulas, right? But in 3 months, like, I don't ever call my spatula lady and say, hey, I love my spatula. I just decided I ran out of it. Could I get another one? That's not a conversation we're having because our faces are so white. It's so weird to me. I think there's like too much light. Okay. We're like very white. We're not actually that white. So anyway, so I forget what I was saying. Oh, spatula. Yeah, so spatula. I don't ever call her and say, oh my gosh, you ran out of my spatula. Can I get another one? Because the spatula is awesome and I'll have it forever. So I think what's cool about Mary Kay is the products are consumable. So they run out, so people need more. So they order from me when I'm like sitting at home playing with my baby on the floor, or I'm stirring a pot of spaghetti for dinner for my husband, or I am in labor. Dude, I made $90 in labor with this little girl. $90. That's expensive. That's a lot of money, huh? So it was great because I could use the money and buy like more diapers. So anyway, so I made $90 while I was in labor, and you know, it's just cool because our products are completely consumable. So people are always reordering from you. So that's what I've enjoyed. And I think when women realize the power of residual income, that you can make a residual income that's really incredible, that works for you when you're not working, that's an awesome thing. I took a month off to be with my baby and my income went down. It went down to $10,000 that month. Like, that's not normal, but that's awesome. And so, you know, I'm a product of a corporate America background. For 6 years, I was in corporate America trying to climb the corporate ladder, but I realized there's only one spot at the top in corporate America, and there's unlimited spots at the top in Mary Kay, and you can move at your own pace and make as much as you want. And that appealed to me. You know, I think a lot of women are stuck in jobs that maybe they're not going to grow or not going to get to the top because there's no room at the top. There's only one person. But in direct sales, you can literally be your own boss. You can make unlimited income. You can be home with your children, like evidence right here. I'm sitting here with my baby. And you can do whatever you want. You know, I love that today I can now travel on Tuesday and come home on Thursday because I don't have a boss. So I take off those days. So you can work whenever you want. So that's Mary Kay in a nutshell. And I will say that there was one little thing that our team changed this year that led us to have explosive growth. We tripled our activity this year just by doing one simple thing, and that was that at the end of every one of our Mary Kay appointments, we just said to people, hey, you have 2 options at the end of this Mary Kay appointment. Option number 1 is you can join our Happy Mary Kay family and be part of our team, and we'd go over just the information I just gave you. And option number 2 is you can take home some products, and when we would go over our little closing sheet. And it was just that simple change that led people to realize, like, wait, this is an amazing opportunity, and they wanted to be a part of what we were growing. And so they joined our team more often than not. And other people just took home products, or some joined our team and took home products. But just that simple little change made all the difference in our business. And so that's really what I wanted to share. So that's all Baby and Alyssa and I have to share today. But we want to say thank you for listening to us. And we want to give you a password. Ready, Alyssa? Can you say the password? Oh, sorry, she can't talk yet. Okay, opportunity. That's your password. So thanks for listening. The password's opportunity. And this is Baby Michelle, or Baby Alyssa and Michelle. And we're saying thanks for listening and have a nice day. Bye. Okay, we got to click stop now. Stop. Bye.